Okay, 1443, good luck. So we've not played before, we have no head-to-head score. No need to make your first moves too quick. It is the times don't start until you make the first move. But at 2000 games, very good. So he's going to play this line, so I'm going to go put the bishop on the diagonal as normal. Okay. Probably makes sense to develop a knight here. We could go c3 as well, build a nice chain. But we can also get a piece developed. There's no immediate attack coming. So I'm just going to develop the knight up in castle, something like that. Is he going to look for queen across? He may do, he may do. Okay, here. Guess we might as well take. If he pushes, we can always bishop up, but let's do bishop up now, just so if he pushes down, we can take. He's playing it way too quickly. Way too fast. Let's get bishop up. Yeah, he's not using any thinking time, is he? Oh, he wants to go maybe queen side. I'd be surprised if he doesn't move the knight and go queen side, or try to. That's what he's done there. So up, castles, take up, no good. I'm just going to chuck a pawn up the board. Just see what he's going to do. He's just cut out bishop here. So here we could go and maybe sack something. I'm just going to get the queen off this file. I still think he wants to go queen side, but he might go king side. He might do. Okay, how do we do this? I don't know. Rook across. Let's play rook across and prepare a pawn push. Even b3 or b4, one or the other. Let's go b3. He's going to put his king somewhere, so I'm assuming he still wants this. Stopped us going here. Am I really playing a 1400 here? I don't think I am. This is going to come. This is not the quality and speed of play of a 1400 level player. If he pushes here now, we can go up. He'll go here and we'll go back. So let's play bishop up. Here we'll just drop back. I mean, I guess he can develop his knights, but it's not a 1400 strength play, this I don't believe. I do not believe this is 1400 level chess. Let's take. Okay, so what about queen up? Where's he gonna go? Let's just develop our queen here. We're threatening to come in. Down I can drop back. Takes. I might even have to go the f-pawn, but the h-pawn is probably more common sense. So here, rook across. There's not really anything we can do, is there? Here, rook across. Maybe queen back. Let's come in and hit the rook. I expect he'll just castle. I think the game's already over, isn't it? We're just lost here. Well, we should be lost. I mean, if he castles now, the knight's actually loose. Pawn I'll have to take back. So he's gone with it. Yeah, this feels like I'm playing against some sort of bot here. Got to be honest, that's what it feels like. I'm not playing a human player, I don't believe, but I might be proven wrong. Then as soon as I say that, he's hung the knight. But he's playing this ridiculously strong for a 1400. So if I take, am I just crushed anywhere? I do attack the bishop. Rook across, and maybe I can drop back this way. A piece is a piece, right? So let's take it. He's going to have to guard his bishop. But he doesn't do that either. What the heck? Okay, I'll take that as well. If the queen gets over here, it's still a bit of a technical problem. But knight in and check now. Can it salvage the game for us? But yeah. Very weird opening. We just need the queen off the board, but I'm not sure how to make it happen. I guess we collect this pawn here because it's a very dangerous pawn. So let's take it. The bishop up might be a move now to look for trade. Rook across could be a move. But knight in and check, definitely a move. Obviously, I guess he can move his king. So he's going to trot across to attack the queen. So here, rook down, then here, and he can't come back. But here, down here, rook across. There's no actual check threat. Yeah, I don't think else. I want to keep the knight pinned down. Threatening knight across to jump in, or the immediate rook across to take. That's what I'm looking for. probably the immediate rook across. I expect he'll try something like this, but the check is covered. So he's gonna grab the pawn. Okay, so rook across looks a move now. If he takes, we just take here, but knight across looks sensible and strong as well. Is there any trick? Bishop takes, I don't think so. So rook across, say rook back. I'm going to play knight over anyway, aren't I? But knight over, can he just ignore it and push? Maybe he can. Maybe he can. So I think we play rook across first and just put some pressure on. He can defend it, but not here. So he can defend it here or here. Or maybe queen back. Or he can grab a knight, lose a knight. Then we can maybe retreat something. The danger is if he gets his queen over here. So he has gone back to defend. So we can triple attack now. You'll have to go back this way, right? But my knight is actually hanging here. So same principle. I'm going to play knight out wide. If he comes here, we've got a nice square. Rook down is not a threat now. That would be just a bit too bold. I mean, maybe we could even ignore it and just bishop takes, threatening to capture. But the knight would have a square as well here. If you could pick this queen up and come here, that's a bit of a problem. Maybe we can still escape, but a bit of a problem. But really dangerous game so far. So he's played king up, so he's broken that pin. Is there any benefit to a sack? Takes, takes, takes. It's bold, but I don't think it works, does it? He's got a very good position still here, and he's very good, very dangerous. What about knight up to a natural f3 square so I can blockade? That looks quite nice, actually. Let's just get the knight up, connect the rooks, and maybe use the knight as a blockader. Say the rook gets across. Take, take, and we've still got a bishop we can use as a giant pawn, maybe. Okay, now he's launched forward, so our knight's going to have to retreat, or we need a counter-attack. A counter-attack I don't see. Knight across is good for our opponent, unless we sack first. So take, rook takes, knight over. What you're going to play? Maybe rook across, but there's no immediate mate threat. So here, knight across. The queen's a bit offside, thankfully. So knight here, we attack the rook. The rook can move somewhere. But it's not easy to see a continuation, is it? It might be a really good move. The king can't step forward. So take, take. We could grab a pawn and attack the rook and threaten to take another pawn. I'm going to do it. Ah, man, I have to use this knight, move the knight, don't I? Because the knight's under attack. So take, take. I've got knight over to hit the rook. No, it's too bold in it. It's too bold. But I really want to play rook takes. But I'm asking for trouble. I'm going to drop the knight back. I'm burning too much time here. He's played this game, like I say, way, way, way beyond what you'd expect from a 1400 level player. Nearly 2,000 games. Actually, only provisional in Blitz and yet 3,900 games. This could be an account that's been left dormant for a while. I'll check that after the event. Now it is again a bit more tempting to sack to grab a pawn with the second pawn to hopefully come. Now that my knight is able to escape. Maybe we just push a pawn up. It's not an easy position, but if this queen gets across to this side somewhere, it becomes more of a problem. Yeah, the queen's got out of harm's way there. So, do I go for it again now? Takes, takes, takes. I don't see it. This knight's not doing a lot. What about up then? Takes, knight takes. So here, takes, knight takes. Queen takes. I guess just rook across, something like that. Let's do it. We're down a minute on the clock. If takes, I'm just going to go knight takes quickly. I don't need to think. I can't play pawn takes. So takes, just knight takes. Then queen takes, maybe rook across or something, or drop the knight back. So he's played queen across. I don't see the idea behind that. Let's just take. I guess he's going to go this way. Oh, the idea is rook takes pawn. That's what he's looking at. If we then get a knight away to blockade, that's what he's looking at because of the pin. Do I allow it then? Is there any way to trick him? I don't see it. Let's just go e3, break that pin. Pawn was hanging. He's got a really solid position on it. It's very difficult to actually break through unless I go for this sacrifice. Get one pawn with a view to taking another pawn. But then it's dangerous, it's risky. It's probably worth doing actually, isn't it? Because I have got the extra piece. It's probably worth doing. Giving an exchange back to get a pawn, undermine this pawn. Now we're still going to have rook, bishop, knight, knight against two rooks. Yeah, I've got plenty of material actually. I should just get rid of this knight. It's too dangerous. But see, imagine the rooks, if they're just on their own, there's no actual checkmate threat. But if the queen gets across, there is. Well, I know he's moved out of the way, but that allows us to get rid of a rook instead. That should be really good for us. So let's just take. He needed to keep the two rooks, I think. So now we can get a pawn. I don't care about this one. Take here. I mean, obviously it is still useful to keep this actually, isn't it? If he comes down, I just take. So if I push up here, maybe he retreats. Oh, he goes back and guards this here. Let's just take it. Try and get the knight and the bishop active if we can. Okay, he's pushed forward, but that gives us a nice square for our knight. We could go here to defend, but knight here threatens a check. So that's coming over. But my other pieces are not really very effectively in the game. Check is a threat. Takes another piece off the board. If the knight goes, this pawn can go. I guess I could even just sack here now, give a piece back, and I'm still up. Oh, he's gone for that. That should be good for us then. Here, and then we just check and win the exchange. That should be game over. Get rid of the knight first and then check. Boy, to say this has been a tough game has been a little bit of an understatement, hasn't it? A bit of an understatement. It should be over now. It should be, barring really bad slips. But we just take here, get everything off the board. But boy, he's played this one at a very, very good level for a 1400. Very good. No, it's just a case of not blundering stalemate. He might just resign. It's in an arena tournament, so he might just get on with another game. He does indeed. Let's see what it was in engine language there, but that was a really tough game, and I don't even get any rating for that. I'd lose a shed load if it went wrong. So we pause so we don't accidentally start another game. We bring this one back up. 40 moves. They're the move times for both players. He's playing it crazy fast and really well, and then he suddenly slows down significantly. So we'll just see what it was in engine speak. Right, it's populating now. That's the risk when you play these arenas. You know, I gain no rating whatsoever for that game. If it goes wrong even with a draw, you lose a barrel load of points. So were we actually in danger? Did we blunder early on? That's we did indeed. That's what you're trying to learn from. We've gone wrong early on, haven't we? Lots of ups and downs, but we're -2. Actually, we haven't actually even blundered. 91 against 79, but we still end up -2. With no blunders, then opponents obviously gone wrong later in the game. Well, you can see here. So this is all okay out of the opening. So it's not like we played this badly. See, the engine's flagged nothing on our part here. But he's playing it so quickly. You think, yeah, it's significantly better than what you'd expect from a 1400. Now here I should have been a little bit more bold and shut down the centre a little bit. I've just gone in with e4 instead of rook to b1. Okay, so that's a blunder, and I should be playing knight out wide now instead of b3. You see, this is where it goes slightly wrong for us. So bishop up here was a mistake again. The engine prefers knight across to a4. But he's played this so crazy fast as well for a rapid game. And now we're -2 in this position, -2. And he should have indeed pushed the pawn down and dropped our bishop back here instead of actually opening the file up. Go for a more long-term concept rather than trying to blast it open. And this is where it starts to turn, and suddenly opponent blunders here with a castle, losing the knight, and then just loses the bishop as well. So yeah, because I've gained 2 pieces, I should have just given the rook back for the knight to get rid of another piece, and I'm still going to be a piece up. But you can see the engine's not really flagging anything for me at all, is it here? See, I'm just playing a perfectly good game at my level, and it's still a really, really difficult game. And then it comes down to the end, just simplify it, take the risk out. But we managed to get the win, but that's a tremendous effort by our opponent, isn't it, for the rating gap there? Didn't feel like that big a rating gap, so well played.